Look! Look, it's the Nintendo Switch OLED. What? PlayStation? What? No, that's just... I made that myself. Don't worry about that. This is in case you ever wanted to see what Metroid Dread looks like on the Switch. Look at that. Look at that OLED display. Look at that design. Isn't that perfect? Isn't that flawless? Let's see some other games. That robot is the selling point. Oh, look, there's Super Mario Odyssey. Look how that looks with an OLED screen. Yeah, that's not too bad, right? We just wait for Mario. We're waiting for Mario to show up. Here's Breath of the Wild. Look at all that. You can see the lines, the curvy lines there. What a distraction that is. Look, is that what's going to happen on the Switch? Are you going to see these little wavy, curvy lines? Those red and green lines you see right now? Is that how it's going to look off screen? Look at that. There's Hyrule Warriors. There's the prequel. The Great Battle. Look at those wavy lines. That's what you're looking forward to on your new Switch. Your new Switch. Your new Switch Pro. Then you got Splatoon 3. That's something to look forward to, right? There's Splatoon 3 on the Nintendo OLED. And look, you can even... Finally, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What OLED display would not be complete without this, right? Boom, 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 boom. There goes Zelda. Clear the room. Alright, but enough trickery. Enough deceit. So I've shown you enough. This is my collection of stuff. You got the basics here, the trophies, the friends, the browser, and my videos. I got my movies in here. I got Star Trek Beyond. I've got Hardcore Henry. I've got The Crow, the original movie with Brandon Lee. I got some photos, some music. You can take pictures with this. You can't take pictures with the OLED Switch. Email, I'll get to it. I got my own calendar, content manager. I forgot what this does. And you got, these are my games. Killzone, Borderlands, Uncharted, Tearaway, Wipeout, Walking Dead, Injustice, Freedom Wars. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Tron Bond, the Legends series, Spider-Man, Liberation, Sonic Transformed, Jet Set Radio, Sci-Fi Filter. I haven't really got through this. The Wolf Among Us, Unit 13, Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker. Battlefront series, The Clone Wars, The Force Unleashed, Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, Persona 4 Golden, GTA Liberty Stories, Liberty City Stories, God of War Collection, the most aggravating game in my set. Lego Star Wars 3, Dino Crisis, Resistance Resistance Retribution. I think there was a Fall of Man. PlayStation All-Stars, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Crush, Disney's Epic Mickey. I got Twitch. You're not going to get Twitch on your Switch. The Swapper and Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. I think I've reached a point where I don't want to buy any more systems. I understand if you do, you're in your 20s, you're 17, 18 through 35, maybe close to 40. You still want to buy stuff. I think Boogie 2988, he's older than me by about 5 years, so I can understand if he still wants to buy systems. But Review Tech USA is almost 40, so he kind of does it for his channel as, you know, it's clout and to get, you know, to be trending. I mean, this is obviously not the Switch, but is it a waste of time? In one way it is. And I'll say that because you're basically trying to get a system that is not going to be available to you when you pre-order it. Guess who gets those games? Scalpers. And Rich incentivized one kid to, like, hey, you know, this kid sold his PS5 for thousands of dollars. Morally, it's wrong to be scalping people. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Because what you're doing is you're not even buying something to enjoy something. You know, someone wise said, wanting and having are two different things. When you have something to get rid of, and you're just making money off of stupid people. And remember, I tell you that the only way you incentivize these scalpers is you continue buying stuff from them. And you may not even buy a minted condition PS5. They may have, like, ejaculated or defecated all over it and then wipe, get a dry rag and wipe off the surface. Yes, forever the sperm live on the PS5. Whose sperm it is, I don't know. You could get COVID. You want a PS COVID 5? You might be getting that if you pay these scalpers. So that's the other problem. So it's the scalpers, it's the pre-orders getting botted up. So the scalpers will have all the pre-orders. And so you're not going to see this thing for a whole year. You're not going to see an OLED Switch for an entire year if you are patient and you're buying through Amazon. Goodbye, Jeff Bezos. Or you're trying to get it through a retail, secondhand store, third-hand store, whatever. You're trying to go through Target, Walmart. When are you going to see that Switch, right? So you get a nice back, basically a new kickstand. A big question is the Switch going to warp? Remember how on the top, if I may show you, the thing that people complained about the most was that the top of the Switch would warp because you put it in the dock too long and then it doesn't work, and then what? That's a big problem. So that's not something people want to live with. Honestly, let me tell you the systems I have, okay? I have a Atari Flashback. I have an NES, Super NES. I have an Xbox 360. I have a Dreamcast, a GameCube, an N64. As far as the handhelds, I have a couple of Game & Watches. I have the Oregon Trail electronic game. What else? I have the Game Boy Advance, which plays Game Boy and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. I have two 3DSs. One is the old, one is the new 3DS that can play Xenoblade Chronicles. I have this, and I have the original Nintendo Switch. I'm 43. I think at some point, it's like Joey Diaz says, you take the stupid hat with the propeller off. I'll still play games. But at some point, I'm looking for work. I got to worry about what's more important. You know what I mean? So it's not that I don't still buy games. I still buy my games. I will continue. If there's any physical copies worth left buying for the PS Vita and Switch, I will continue to buy them. Whether it has an OLED screen, LCD, or I'm playing on transparent glass with no back, kind of like my Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. The idea is that you have to conserve. And I think if this pandemic has taught us anything, we need to conserve. Toilet paper at sometimes is worth more than the damn PS Vita. So no, don't encourage the scalpers. Don't encourage those scalpers who are taking those pre-orders away from you. You understand, you appreciate when you try to pre-order an OLED Switch for yourself and the scalpers got them. And what are you going to do now, right? So hang on to the things you have, appreciate the things you have, and when the time is right, you'll get that new Switch. But it's going to be a while before that Switch Pro comes out. They could have shown the OLED Switch during E3, but commercials, actors got to eat. The actors have to eat too. So you have actors, like that Karen character who was like playing the Nintendo Switch the first Switch commercial, and then they did an E3 presentation like in December for the Switch in 2016, 2017. Yeah, it was 2016, like holiday 2016. Yeah, I'm not super excited, but at least you now know what those games look like on an actual OLED. This is not the Vita 2.0. This is the original Vita, and I bought this at GameStop. One of the last things I bought at GameStop with the original OLED display. So you get an idea. You're gonna get if you ever are lazy, you don't have a capture card, and you're tempted to play Nintendo Switch games on an OLED screen, that is what you're looking forward to. You are looking forward to that. So good luck to you. I'm personally done. Personally fucking done.